Introduce yourself.
Riley Schultz, drilling engineer for Chesapeake Energy. So I've been there 8 years. Talked about the U-turn today.
Wow. It has been 8 years since we saw your young college just bravado roll in there and start teaching people how to do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's how we thought of you, and you've continued on. For real, though, you are well respected in this industry. Obviously, we've got you on stage to speak of all the cool things you guys can do as a drilling engineer. One of those being a U-turn underneath the ground to go out and collect more hydrocarbons.
Yep.
That's impressive.
Well,
a lot of modeling, a lot of guesswork and idea flowing, and being able to take that hope and make it a thing. That's impressive.
Yeah, I've made the joke multiple times that the actual planning and execution was much less challenging than just convincing people that it was a good idea and that we could pull it off. So
it's a lot. I mean, as an investor and as a company, it's a lot, right? You have to really go, man, I'm about to spend a lot of money on a theory.
Yeah.
And see if it pays off. Yeah, I mean, we didn't, as vendors, you're like, man, they're really ready to take a big science leap and see what happens for our entire industry. You're doing something new. And Chesapeake's always been leaders in, hey, you know what? Every now and then we're going to have a really neat R&D project.
Yeah. And, it seems like, more and more our people are doing it. So, we've done 4. Shell did the first one in the Permian. I know Oxy just did a couple up in the DJ. So, as the fields get drilled up, then people will get more and more creative to.
Did you touch on your topic? Is what do you think the best fields will be for that kind of U-turn?
So South Texas Eagle Ford is a great example. You want quieter geology for the geosteering, which we can overcome a lot of that. The tricky one would be if the stress, the min and max horizontal stresses are very, very different. It'll be difficult to hold the turn portion open without losing in elsewhere. So in South Texas, the stresses are really close, so it's no issue.
Now, the other thing is, because we've got friends, and I would say for me, and maybe the numbers have changed in a few short years, but rotary steerable versus conventional directional, can you do that with both of them at all? And be, the same as far as efficiencies?
Sure. Arguably the rotary steerable would produce an even smoother wellbore that makes this type of complex trajectory easier. All that being said, in South Texas, when you're sliding at 200 feet an hour, the economics are really hard to justify for paying for that rotary steerable to just maybe go a little bit faster. So,
wow.
But,
And I also see, in the Haynesville, Chesapeake is crushing it. Richard Spears touched on this not too long ago. The amount of proppant you use is far exceeding everyone else, in the basin, and your wells are far exceeding, everyone else. You guys have been proppant is crucial.
Well, you'll have to. I'm not.
It's proprietary stuff.
On proppant as a drilling engineer, but
But
I know those guys are.
But obviously, you guys put the bit in the right spot, and you drill a great well, and you guys can get your casing in, in an efficient manner, and you guys have good wells come online.
They're Haynesville, the whole Haynesville group's doing really well.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you grow up?
Born in Plano. Shortly moved to Stillwater after that, and with some yo-yoing back and forth. I'll just call it mostly Central Oklahoma my whole life. So.
And so you've always been.
I identify as an Okie, even though
thank you for that.
In Texas.
And the people in Texas won't have a problem. We're all kind of the same blood, and thank goodness we have you here. Just that background, was any of your family in oil and gas?
Yeah, my dad has worked in the industry, and
so you were already kind of low key loved it anyway. Saw what he did and interested at least. Yeah.
So seems like a good.
What was your first introductory job into oil and gas? Was it Chesapeake right out of the gate?
Yep, actually it was. Yep.
Was that your
Even
internship
the
there too?
internships, I interned with Chesapeake 3 times and have been working for them since. So I say I've been working at Chesapeake for 8 years. It's more like 11.
He's 11 years in, yeah. One of the longest employees there now. He's like, they've kept him on for good reason because they are.
For whatever reason.
Well, no, I mean, hey, for real, guys, if you want to see why we go out and recruit young people into oil and gas so we have affordable and abundant energy in the future, right here. This is why we do. I mean, this is what AAD is for.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. It's good.
I mean,
good state, good organization.
You're one to go out with your success and be able to, deliver, the information to hopefully young people that are interested in oil and gas.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited to say that looks like we're going to start recruiting for some interns and stuff again, which has been shut down over the last, 2 years or so for obvious reasons. So I've helped with the recruiting before. I hope to get involved and encourage people, anyone who's interested, to definitely.
OSU, were you involved in their AADE up there?
Nope,
not really.
I went to OU. I was involved in SPE and attended all the AADE stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, that helps, right? I mean, the chapters in both OSU, OU, they're very active in our community. They attend these events, so we do everything we can as a MidCon chapter to make sure they're involved and get out to stuff like this. Hopefully network and maybe find their future path to their careers.
Yep.
Well,
that's what you need to do.
Thank you for being part of this, Riley.
Yep.
And I know it's a big ask to, I know you guys are very busy over there, but thank you for giving, your knowledge and time to the industry in AADE today. And support him, support oil and gas, get involved in AADE. Anything from Chesapeake, and plug? You guys always, everything you do around Oklahoma, Chesapeake probably has their logo on it, so just go out and enjoy all the fruits of what they've given to our community. You look around Oklahoma City, you're like, man, without that vision of Aubrey and natural gas in the future, it's impressive.
Yep,
I love it.
They've been good to me and the community. So
you're going to be the president of oil and gas someday, so you might as well just keep following him and give him high fives when you see him. That's what we do, everybody. We'll see you next time on the show. Take care. God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.